going on, guys? 2,800 miles in 4 days. Yeah, 2,800 miles for 2,840 miles in 4 days. I was trucking fairly heavy. It's actually day number 5 because Thursday just ended 40 minutes ago. I don't have to work tomorrow. Super psyched. It's been 3 weeks now from Nebraska to Iowa, about 325-mile run, one way loaded, and then we're coming back home empty. So I'm home every night about this time, 1, 2, sometimes 3 o'clock in the morning. Sleep a little, get back, then get up and go get loaded again and go out. Some people are going to say, why are you not getting loaded early in the morning? Well, I've been scheduled to get loaded between 11 and 1 o'clock during the day. So I was showing up like 12, 12:20, sometime 11:50. So it's been 3 weeks, 2.5 actually, we can count. Dedicated run back and forth. This is first time in my trucking career I actually signed up for something that long to run the same route back and forth. And when I got offered this lane contract, whatever you want to call it, I was super psyched. I'm like, hell yeah! I'll be home every day, running back and forth. Not too bad. I never realized how shitty the roads are in Iowa. They're absolutely terrible. Seems like if you go on east, you just drive by the Iowa and you bounce for a little bit, and then you kind of get better. But between Des Moines and Omaha, they really need to fix that, because if the guy would run there for a year non-stop back and forth, probably the truck will fall apart. It just vibrates everything off of you. It's just like a washboard. So there was like I said, no regrets. I'm glad I did it. I got to do it on Monday. I need to go and load out of Waco. That's where we were hauling from, and going to either Indiana or Ohio. And they're quite not sure if we're going to do 1 or 2 loads. I hope 1. I hope 2. Whatever. There's kind of mixed feelings. There's cool things about, well, I ran back and forth, finally made some money this year. Actually, the truck paid for itself. And there's negative things. Somebody please explain to me why this mega carrier especially made trucking and a prime trucking out of Missouri. People, fuel is under $2 a gallon. Please tell me, what's the reason to have your trucks a set of 59 or 61 miles an hour? It creates a cluster F on a highway from those 2 mega carriers. Even a crate carrier, they used to be the slowest trucks, and now they actually not doing too bad. They actually running like 66 or 67. And then another thing I found out, Warner Enterprise start driving 71 miles an hour, 72 miles an hour. Cat, get out. So those 2 companies, literally, if you meet them on the road and there's quite a few trucks, they ruling your freaking day, because they going up the hill, they have no enough power, somebody trying to pass them, then that guy starts slowing down, and then you have huge backup. And it seems like every hill in Iowa between Omaha and Des Moines, that kind of burns the guy out really quick. And for first week it wasn't too bad, but like 2 days, man, I got in the wind going. The wind was blowing sideways going there, and the wind was blowing sideways coming back out of there. So, but my tune on the ECM, I can't explain how psyched I am for spending another $1,800 and doing it, because fuel mileage went up tremendously, and horsepower is just, it's a lot more pleasant to drive a truck now than it used to be. So that's my story apparently. I don't know what's next coming out. Maybe I got a drive-in sitting over there. Maybe I will hook up to the drive-in and go pull a drive-in, or continue pulling a grain hopper. But I got quite a few things to get done home. But market-wise, I'm actually was watching markets, and as I was doing everything absolutely across the board. I mean, some things are hotter than other things. Sportsman trailer, which I call sportsman trailers, flatbed, step deck, and RGN, not as hot. But if you got drive-in or reefer, whoa! I never seen a rate like that in a very long. I don't think I ever seen a rate like this. Absolutely blown out of the water how high the rates are. I don't think they're gonna stay up like this for a very long time. Let's be optimistic, but in reality, I see a lot of trucks with a headache racks in the back, and they pull in a drive-in or reefer because the guy's jumping out from a sportsman trailer. Like I said, flat step and RGN, that's what I call sportsman trailer. They jumping out of there and they kind of start swinging doors because it's not worth doing open deck at this point in time. And I think they will flood the market with reefers and drive-ins, and that will be the end of it. And then everybody's just going to go back to their own spot, and we're going to be like that for a couple of years, and then start pick back up. Another thing we don't forget, it's election year. So, far as I know, the same president stays in power, the things will continue kind of growing. And I'm not saying Republicans or Democrats, by all means, continue growing, they continue going the way they were going, kind of, hot and heavy. If it be switching to the power, we're going to have a huge dip, and then it's kind of will recover back again. But I'm not a politician, I'm not a economist by all means, but that's from my experience what I see potentially could happen. And a harvest time right now, it's absolutely cooking. There's anywhere you look around, if you got a grain hopper, you can get a job. Not the most paying, best paying job, but if I go around here and deliver to our local co-op, I can help a couple buddies of mine. You don't pay much, but your operating cost is not high at all because you can go on the field, sit for a couple hours, get loaded, go 10 miles, unload, come back, sit for a couple hours. So you ain't going to burn much in fuel throughout the day, and obviously you're not going to make as much. Probably half of what you could make running down the road something else. So, but the guy who I'm working with, hauling for, he told me things actually did recover faster than he thought. So I don't know what's his plans, but maybe he has something else lined up right now, and we'll do something else. So at this point in time, I'm not as nervous as I was in March and April and May. I will admit it, I panicked a little bit because bills were coming in and no money was coming in. It was no work. Insurance was renewed, house payment and everything else, and it's like, how am I supposed to make these payments when I have no work? It didn't look like we're going to get a work for a very long time. I'm surprised I actually ended up doing this. It was bad. At one point in time, it was so bad, and I got left over with one trailer. Usually I have a couple trailers, and I have different varieties. But now I end up with one trailer, and it's like, I think I'm screwed. And didn't really want to go buy another trailer because it doesn't matter what kind of specs of trucking you take, and at that one point in time, everything was completely dead. Completely dead. Drive-in was and reefer was doing somewhat okay, but the rates were cheap. It was so cheap it wasn't worth hauling stuff. But then they quite recover quite fast. So, alright, I can go on. It's over 9 minutes now. So, thanks for watching all. Have a blessed night. Stay tuned. Thanks for the subscribing. Put thumbs down. I don't like the thumbs up. Put the thumb down. I'm kidding. Whatever. Criticize me. Don't watch me. Unsubscribe. Subscribe. Leave a comment below. And somebody comment. What do you guys like to see? I mean, regular blow Joe on in the truck. try to make an honest living. If somebody has any sort of questions regarding trucking, or you're planning to get into trucking, ask me questions. I'm more than welcome to answer them, or I can record the video on the mechanical side. Much as I know quite a bit about Caterpillars now, and quite a bit about 60 Series Detroits, or any aspects of a grain hopper business or cattle business, which I'm not familiar with one or other 100%. I'm kind of new to this kind of industry, the farming aspects of it. But I know some. I did make some research before I got into it. Alright, thanks for watching.